Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Mr. Bill will be up here momentarily. I just put the link in for him. How is everybody doing tonight? So, it is another Saturday night, folks. And Rob is in a really good mood. I didn't get a nap today, but I'm in a good mood. I got a lot of things done today. Alrighty, guys, let's start this off. Jay Paul was here at 9:08 a while ago. Brockton should have made a 3 guys in a bath, but replaced Charlie with Zackson. Yeah, I didn't even think about doing that, Jay Paul. Actually, Zackson didn't want to. He didn't want to be shirtless in a tub with 2 or 3 other guys. Good evening, Tom Kingery. Good evening, Miss Leanne. Patiently waiting for the live to begin. We are here, Miss Leanne. Hello, PA Patriot. Good evening, Olin. Digging the dirt with 2 James. Good evening. There's Mr. Parkrat saying, hey, kids. Yeah, digging up the dirt with 2 James is Lucky James Eller, Pat. He probably figured that out. Good evening, Miss Grandma Kelly. Mark the Berg Hunter. If Mark says, if you know me, then you know I've busted many of my fines while cleaning them. The young lady you saw with me and Dalton in that picture is Miss Alex. Guys, her first harmonica reed was a little bent, and I was straightening it out for her, and I snapped it in half. She was not real happy I broke her first complete harmonica reed. Miss Grandma Kay, did you guys now see that Rob has memberships? Thank you, Miss Grandma Kay. They activated it in less than 8 hours for me. They said it could be up to 24 hours, and we activated it in 8 hours. Bill, I got the stream in here, Bill. So thank you, Miss Kelly. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Pat will be misunderstood till the day he dies. There's Dennis. Hi, kids and campers, boys and girls. And there's the man, Bill.
Hi, Rob. How you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. And you?
Good. I would have been up sooner, but for some reason my chat's about 40 seconds behind the video. So.
Oh, okay. Because I knew I put it in the second. I started the 45-second intro thing.
Yeah, it just popped up.
So I'm just saying hi to everybody. Bill Brasky, hello. Let's get this party started.
Danny Ann, hello. Shannon Dalton, hello. Everybody else, I typed hello to.
Good evening, Danny Ann. And there's Mr. Zackson. We weren't sure if he was out on a run tonight.
No, I was too busy on your page checking out that new member button.
Well, thank you, Mr. Zack.
I don't know if everybody in the chat saw it, but the great and magnificent Mr. Rob, benevolent, I might add, has added a members button to help support his channel with an additional members race. So I went over there and I was looking, and he only put the 1 tier, so that's all I could sign up for. But 99 cents. That's
well, I was recommended to do 2 tiers, one at 99 and one at $2.99, and I'm gonna. This is all new to me, so guys, I went over, looked at the page once it hit the join button. It doesn't even list all the things that I'm going to be doing, such as early premieres. I will finish Monday Diggs video tonight after this stream, and it'll be posted tonight. So as of tonight, if Zach and Bill or anybody else signed up, it looks like Chris did. Grandma Kelly donated 10 gifts. Thank you very much. All you people will be able to see that incredible museum quality find that Troy got. You'll all be able to see that early, and that's going to be the first perk that everybody gets for signing up.
I have an idea for a perk for you, Rob, that'll cost you nothing with plenty of content.
Throw it out, sir.
A weekly bloopers reel. All the mistakes Rob's made this week. It would be golden. That's like a 2-hour show every day.
I could do a bloopers reel for a 10-minute video just for the editing I did today on Troy's video.
That would be a nice members only. You think Rob's bad on camera?
You should see the stuff that hits the cutting room floor.
For some reason, I put mayonnaise on my pancakes this morning.
That was Mr. Charlie.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Beard Iron Antler.
Well, you were there, so you're taking the credit for it too. You watched him do it.
Well, I ordered the Manos because Charlie was nice enough to run out and get us steak hoagies from a local steak hoagie shop, and they didn't give us any extra. I'm like, who the hell put steak hoagies in a bag without putting mayonnaise packets? So I only ate half my sandwich that night. So when we were at breakfast, I said to Lee, "Can you bring me one of those little to-go things of mayonnaise?" And she said, "Most certainly." And Charlie, she said it between Charlie and I, and Charlie thought it was the butter thing for his pancakes. So he took it off and I didn't notice it. I was like 3/4 through breakfast. I looked over and I'm like, who's been eating my mayonnaise? And Charlie goes, no, that's my butter for the pancakes. I go, no, that's mayonnaise for my steak sandwich for lunch later. And I put like a little finger. Yeah, Charlie, that's mayonnaise. And he goes, you know what? Hasn't tasted too bad on pancakes.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, I think I want to. You let me know, Robin. I went over and signed up right away.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, Riddles Relics. Danny N. Tom K. Thank you, Bill.
Abrams.
Thank you, Zach.
Paula Abrams.
Ms. Paula.
J. Paul. Deb Melvin. I saw a few new names in here. They went by before I caught them. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good evening, Treasure Hunter Neil. I'm good. Zach, Denise and I got so much done this weekend. Friday and Saturday, it wasn't even funny. I went and got.
Did you,
Johnny Small Pepper? Hello.
Did you sleep all weekend and let her get the accomplishments done, or how'd you stay out of the way enough for her to be able to get some stuff done?
Hi, Dennis.
Actually, I slept very bad Thursday night, and even though I slept very bad Thursday night and didn't get hardly any sleep at all, I still got a lot done yesterday.
Hi, Danny. That's good.
I went to 3 banks. I took coins back, and I stopped at my credit union yesterday and got my truck loan for my not new truck, new to me, but the neighbor's coming over, and we're signing the papers tomorrow after the Sunday morning stream, and I will have my new truck tomorrow.
I thought you were happy with the Mercedes.
I love the Mercedes, but I don't want to beat it up, Zach. Denise and I, over the last 2 weekends, with my nephew's help, Zach, I forget how much you can get done with a strong, construction, well-built 20-year-old nephew helping Denise and I do stuff. I can't believe if I could get that much done when I was 20, then I was kicking ass, because we got done in 3.5 hours last Saturday. Would have taken Denise and I 2 days, but the one storm, the neighbor's wooden fence is really old. So we ripped down 3 fence panels and broke them all up. Well, we had all that big pile sitting out today. And Denise and I loaded it all in the Mercedes today and went up to the county dump. And, it all fit in there. But, we had to put a big blanket down and make sure we didn't tear any seats with nails and everything like that. And it'll just be nice. The truck's got the spray bed on it. So, I could just throw crap in the back of it. And I love the Mercedes. Ice cold air, hot heat, every button works. Runs like a Swiss watch. It hums on the highway at 80 miles an hour.
She's a Hummer, huh?
She is a Hummer. But I miss having a truck.
Of course.
I will probably keep the Mercedes for about another 2-3 weeks. I already went and contacted the county, and they said just notify your insurance company you got both vehicles, and then get a statement from them that both are insured. We'll give you a temp tag for the truck. And then I'm going to have my mechanic check the air. It's not blowing cold. I'm hoping it's just Freon. But if not, I'll have a new compressor put in the truck because I got it at a really good price.
What kind of truck?
I'd go with Christine's, digging SoCal.
It's a 2005 Toyota Tundra SR5 pre-runner. 4-door. V6 4-door. Yeah. So
truck.
That's it, Mark. All right, let's try to get caught up on these poor Bills doing all the introductions or hellos here.
Well, you see, me and Bill have been conniving behind your back. We wanted to see exactly how many minutes behind chat we could put you. So we figure if we can get a 10-minute head start, you'll never catch up.
Oh yeah, I'm 13 minutes. I'm 13 minutes behind. I'm at 9:44. So I'm looking at comments. The chat hasn't even started yet. So
How you doing,
Scott McClory? Thank you, Mark Henninger says thumbs up, everyone. I want to thank everybody for the phenomenal comments to my announcement on the channel.
Just click on the join, Jeremy, on his.
Go to any video, long form video, Jeremy. It'll have a black join button next to subscribe. Yep. Thank you, Jeremy.
Hi, Loretta.
I keep digging.
You don't even have to go to a video. You just go to your main page, Rob. It says join.
Really? Because I didn't see it on my main page.
Yeah, it should be there.
Evening, Mr. Jeremy.
It's
there. That's where I signed up.
It says see perks under mine. So right now on your live stream. So it should, if there's nobody, if you're not joined, it'll say join.
Oh, it does say it on the live stream. You are correct, Bill.
Yeah.
It depends,
guys.
It
right
on what device they're running too.
It's right there on the. It's right there on the page. Man, hang on. It's right.
Shannon always got it right too. You can get it in the dollar symbol under chat as well. It has send stickers, or now that he's got memberships, it's join membership.
There you go.
But like Grandma Kelly said, I was starting to say it too. Sometimes the iPhones, or if you're watching on a tablet or whatever, how you're watching, sometimes it can hide the join button from you a little bit.
Good evening, Danny D. Northern Found. Yes, sir. Yes, freaking way, Northern Found. YouTube sent me an invitation with a sign-on bonus, and I talked it over with Denise. I talked it over with my older sister. I discussed it with Bill. I discussed it with Shane. We talked about it on Zoom last week, and
hold on, I have a problem. How could you talk it over with Denise and whatever she said wasn't just immediately set in stone for you? You second guessed the great and magnificent Denise.
She says it's your business, not mine.
She's right behind you, and she's picking that laptop up for a swing.
Yeah. Good luck picking up that computer, okay? Good evening, Bud Files.
Boat anchor for the Mayflower?
It's pretty much a boat anchor.
Thank you, Johnny Small Pepper. That's right. The best way to say thanks is to share out the stream.
Thank you, Johnny. Much appreciated, Johnny. Good evening, Don Relic Reaper. Captain Vic, let's go, go, go.
Nick Molnar, you might want to email him about that. I'm not sure he would want to explain that on live. flthunder@me.com.
Morning, Happy Bears. Shannon Dalton, new member. Thank you very much, Shannon. This is going to take some getting used to, guys.
Danny D's a new member.
Thank you, Danny D.
Have a great night, KCMD.
Take care, Dennis. I know Dennis doesn't usually stay up too late. There's Miss Georgianne Rose saying hi to Grandma Kelly. Little Penny Coins. She already left me a comment on the...
And Mandy just joined. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you, Miss Mandy. Good evening, Bill Brasky.
Hi, Bill Brasky.
Yeah, Tom, I do very little for my phone, Tom. Even my shorts, I download to my computer and then re-upload them to my phone. And that way I put all the graphics and the music in the computer that I'm comfortable with doing. And then when I do it on the phone, I just hit upload. And so, yeah, Tom, Pat's the guy that does everything from his phone with his shorts. And Bill, I don't know, do you do all yours on your phone too, Bill?
All my shorts, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
Even if I take it out a long video, I do it on the phone. It's just easier.
Yeah,
wow, thank you very much, Grandma Kelly.
Shorts from the phone are just ridiculously simple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so easy.
Good
Trying to do
evening,
it from
Silver
the
Wrench.
computer, it's a bitch.
And Show Me Chris gifted 5 memberships. Thank you guys so much. Wow, you guys are just moving this right along. Thank you so much.
You've probably got at least 20 members right now, Rob. Congratulations.
Good evening, Deb. I know. Thank you all. And let me you know what's funny? People must know this that I don't like getting thumbs down when I don't think I have a reason to. I already got 2 thumbs down on my membership announcement. I'm like, are people upset because we're doing a paid membership now? I specifically made sure that I mentioned, guys, if you don't want to do a membership, obviously you don't have to do a membership. I welcome it. I thank you. But folks, for all you folks out there that have subscribed, that are joining and say, we like Rob's channel because everything's free, everything's staying free. We're just going to do additional stuff over and above for the members. We're going to do, extra stuff. But we're still going to have duck races on Saturday and Sunday and bills on Tuesday. We're still going to be doing Monday digs. We're still going to be doing coin roll hunting. We're still going to be doing stupid Menardo stuff. Oh, and speaking of Menardo stuff, Denise did a Menardo today and almost lost a finger.
One of yours or one of hers?
No, one of hers.
Oh, that would
she was mowing. She was mowing her lawn today, and the grass was wet, and she stuck her finger in the chute to pull out the clumped grass. And
many times.
Which she said she's done many times before,
Times.
But she went a little too far in, and the edge of the blade nicked her finger. And luckily, she was able to pull it out without the finger getting sucked into the blade. But she's got the tip of a finger. It's
Purple.
yeah, it's got like a blood bruise on it where she actually got lucky. She hit the outside edge of the blade, not the sharp part. She hit the blunt part of the edge of the blade, hit her, and it just put a little nick, and she's got a big blood bruise. It's all hard under her finger. She came in and told me that scared the crap out of me, Zach.
I don't understand it. I've known
Thank you,
more
Johnny
than
Sweet Pepper.
Thank you,
a
Johnny.
few people
Super chat.
who've known so much better, and they've just mowed the grass so many times that they just reach down and do it real quick, and there's something happens. It's just complacity.
It is, and like she said, she's done it a zillion times.
I won't do it again.
Yeah, but she won't do it again, and I've asked her to promise me that. She said she won't. So, good evening, Looter 8. Good evening, BNS. Good evening, Mr. Jim Steele.
Okay, Loretta.
No, Rob. Be honest. Was it her middle finger? And the real reason you asked her not to do it again is because she would notice, or you would laugh every time
No,
she
it's
put
her.
it up?
My Franken finger is this finger.
It's her index finger.
This is my Franken finger.
Is it a different hand or
That's
same
the
hand?
dog.
Yeah.
Right. This is the finger that got hit.
Oh yeah, her
Pointer.
Franken finger is her other hand, and what
That's the middle finger.
her Franken finger is she had her finger bit off by one of her clients' dogs.
That's it.
Well,
I was just making sure you told her that.
She's
So
been
that she's
hanging
not
around you too long, Rob.
and have you laughing every time. That wouldn't go well for you.
I'm sorry, what, Bill?
Angie and Vanjie and Rex said she's been hanging around you too long.
Yeah. Because I mowed lawns professionally for a dozen years, and I can't tell you how many times I did that. But the mowers we used had the long chute that went down vertical, so you knew you could get way down the chute before you even got near the butt. This one's just got one of those little side chutes where it's only like that big. But yeah, we'll just I'm just going to tell her to pick the mower up and just bang and unclog it that way now.
Rob, I gotta say, there's a law that says you got to have the release on the mower so it'll stop. And I gotta say that came out of 2 pros from Florida. This is the story, and it's true because I work for Small Engine Repair. These 2 pro landscapers, their hedger broke down one day, and the lawnmower's sitting there running. So they got the idea, one on each side of the deck, and stick their fingers and pick it up to hold it sideways to trim a hedge.
Florida.
And how bad did they get?
Oh, they lost fingers on both hands. They sued and won.
See? I'm not gonna...
No, I didn't say you were stupid, honey. It was just a careless moment. Good evening, Nick.
Bill, there had to be beer involved. No, Johnny, working with a lot of landscapers when I repaired their equipment, some of them did need beer.
Bill Brasky saying one of his neighbors had a bolt fall under the lawnmower and he lost his finger because of it. Couldn't
Oh,
save
yeah.
it.
Wow, he found it and took it to the hospital. Well, what happened was when this client's dog bit Denise's finger up,
Thank
she
you,
was
Jeremy.
screaming. She managed to call me on the phone through screams, and I got to the driveway to get her at the same time the client came home, and the client was putting her in their car, and they just said, "Follow me to the hospital." They pulled like right into the ambulance thing and ran in. I went and found a parking spot, and I get out of my car in the parking spot, and I go in the emergency room, and Denise is just sitting there in the emergency room with like all the people with like colds and a bee sting, and she's just sitting there with her finger wrapped up in a towel and blood all over the place, and she's just sitting there. And I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Well, they just told me that I'm being triaged." And I go, "Denise, this isn't just a dog bite. This is an amputation. Your finger is off." So we went back up to the counter and go, "Excuse me, you don't seem to understand this. The dog has bitten her finger off," and we unwrapped the towel and the tip of her finger fell out. And then they freaked out and immediately took her back into the operation. LSP, the freckle face artist, welcome to the stream. That is a new channel. Welcome, welcome.
The one thing I'm surprised about that, you know what a brush hog is, a walk behind brush hog? Well, when those first came out, and I don't understand why they haven't had a lot of actions with those. The salesman brought it to our shop, wanted to demo it, so we go out to my boss's property, got 5 acres, and we're running this brush hog through tall grass, and it shot a rock about the size of a baseball through his wooden fence, across the street through the neighbor's wooden fence, and it kept going. I looked at the boss, he looked at me, and I go, "You want to carry these?" He goes, "Not really." Because the whole front's open, so as that blade swinging around, anything it can pick up off the ground and flip out there, it does. So,
Deb Melvin says gross. Yeah, it was gross. Good evening, Miss Paula.
hello, Moon.
Marty V. Thank you, James Eller. Much appreciated, James. J. Paul says hit the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. We already have. Oh my gosh, we got 61 people in here. We've only been going for 19 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, Mystic, I've been ready for the rain to end. The only good thing about this rain is how soft our dirt is to dig in. Oh my gosh, it's just like digging through butter. Butter. Johnny Small Pepper, thank you so much for the super chat. Jeremy, thank you so much for the new membership.
Trying to look to see how many I have.
Mike, I'm not an hour behind, sir. I'm only I'm still 14 minutes behind. I'm trying to get caught up.
Where do you go to find all of them?
You got to go to my homepage and then go to earn.
Earn and burn.
See, Dennis has already said goodbye, and I'm still to the point where Dennis is saying hi to people. Digging SoCal's here. I watched their video today. They were absolutely hilarious. And Christine she goes, hi. She was just finding jewelry left and right. But the banner they have between them two is just hilarious.
She kicked Bill's butt today.
She did. And Denise goes, well, when was this video filmed? I said, I'm pretty sure they're pretty current on the video. She goes, why are they wearing sweat jackets? I go, because Northern California is a lot further up than California is. I said, if they're there at sunrise at 7 in the morning, it's probably pretty damn chilly. Whereas sunrise on our beach, it's already 84 degrees.
Yeah, Paul.
Actually, after your stream tomorrow, I'm going to go hunting, Rob, because it's only going to be like 70 degrees tops tomorrow.
Hunting or detecting?
Detecting, same thing, hunting.
Well, there's a difference. One fills your freezer and one empties it.
Well, they still call it metal detecting hunting, so
yeah,
it's the wrong time for filling the freezer here. So,
yeah, no, Mike the Greek. I would have liked to got another Ranger, and my Ranger may make a comeback. Denise just went, oh my God, honey, there's nothing wrong with the way it runs. It just has a twisted bed and a bent rear axle right now.
I mean, besides that, where else are you going to find another truck that already has free ice cream painted on the side?
I'm telling you. I've already got the little music, Zach. I can, push the button.
Ron,
So.
your old
Perfect
truck kind of
combination.
fits you. You're kind of twisted. So.
Yeah. Good evening, Miss Patty Dirtclod. The only good thing about that lady's insurance company that she had such crappy, well, she didn't have crappy insurance, she had
Thank you,
minimal
Happy
insurance,
Chappy.
was that they allowed me to buy the truck back after they wrote it off. So
Most
they
Happy
just charged
Chappy
me.
just joined, Rob.
I'm sorry, what, Bill?
Happy Chappy just became a member.
Thank you, Chappie. Thank you very much.
Oh, Diana.
Much appreciated. Good evening, Diana. So yes,
Nice job.
I was able to buy the truck back from the tow lot just for the storage fees. My mechanic went and picked it up with his flatbed, and it's sitting in his backyard. His fenced in vehicles to be fixed area, and I can't really talk about it, guys, because it's still going on. Bill knows about it, but this accident's still in litigation, almost 2 years, so I can't talk about it. But it's still not resolved. So.
Oh, and Happy Chappy just gifted 5 memberships.
Chappie, you're the man. Thank you very much. Now, see, Bill, I can't see them on the StreamYard side.
Yeah.
You can't see what on the stream outside.
The gifted memberships.
Well, you have to
I
get to
can.
live chat.
I'm at 9:56 right now.
It's 7:13.
It is 7:30. It is 10:13.
Yeah, you're still 15
Good
minutes
evening, Kenneth Bird. Okay,
You're not even catching up. You're losing ground. You started 13 minutes behind.
Wow, they're going back out in the morning to another beach. Well, they kicked puck at this last one. There's Don. Good evening, Don says, good evening, Rob and Denise.
Hi.
Good evening, Chris. Yeah, Deb, they had great finds in their video today. Good evening, William E.
I don't know if anybody looked, but in the gold community, there's a channel called Carson Prospecting. He got a guy who's into gold panning and prospecting. I believe it was Scott Sharp. Sent him an absolute treasure trove of metal detecting finds. I saw 3-ringer bullets, a whole bunch of Civil War stuff. There was a lot of Civil War stuff, so it looked like he lives in the Civil War area.
You're welcome,
He had 2
Loretta.
different types of bullets. It was very neat. Hi,
Very
Paul.
cool. I've actually only found one unfired 3-ringer and then one smashed Civil War era bullet that Charlie showed me because I didn't know what it was when I found it.
You're welcome, old Palon. Scott.
Thank you, Paula. Nick, they're offering a sign-up bonus to certain channels to encourage them to join up with members because obviously they get a cut of the membership. So they offered like a sign-up bonus. Yep. Look, I'm just a Johnny Smallpeppers comment that you guys were talking about 10 minutes ago. That's right. She can't be. She's not there.
If anybody's curious, click on that link I put up,
Thanks,
and in the first couple of seconds, it shows the pictures of all the stuff he sent him just as a gift. Carson's an absolutely amazing guy, but those are finds of a lifetime, in my opinion.
Thank you, Mystic.
Park Rat Pat says Scott Sharp has a museum worth of great relics. Oh, he sent some nice ones out.
Bill, did you answer keep digging?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That was a while back, Rob. I answered about 10 minutes ago.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that, Bill, because I made it very clear in my membership announcement that I'm not gonna bug people. I'm not gonna, I don't want people to tune in and go, oh, geez, Rob's shilling for members again. I don't want it to be that way. I'm loving everything you folks are doing, and please understand, I really, really, really appreciate everything you guys are doing. But I'm, me, guys. I don't like to ask money on my channel.
No, it's a nice perk. It's a nice perk to offer.
Thank you, Johnny.
You do a lot for everybody else, and you run all the free races. Never ask for anything. You don't even charge people shipping, even on the stuff that's expensive to ship. So it's more than justifiable.
Thank you. I shipped something to Canada that the shipping cost me twice as much as what the prize cost. That's why we're doing e-gift cards to Canada now.
Yeah. For a free prospector. Hello and welcome.
3.
I want to get caught up on the chat. Well, as close to caught up as Rob usually gets before I make another. All things country. Good evening. It's great seeing Johnny Small Pepper here tonight. He's got that neon colored thumbnail that you can't miss. Good evening, Javier.
All Things Country has an interesting live stream tomorrow. I'd recommend people check out. He's got an interesting live stream anyway, every Sunday, but he's got a nice one I'd recommend people would check out.
Big in SoCal, Denise says, great sound cut, great concept. Turn off the mower and then clean out the grass.
I did. I cleaned it up really good after it was off.
Hello, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Oh, Jay Paul's comment. I have a family member that put his hand in the snowblower and it got his fingers. He's the one that's also a danger to the public because he tried putting a scope on a shotgun and shot his car. I don't know if Bill might have seen this because Bill keeps up with stuff. I know Zach's pretty busy. Did you guys see the Navy commander that commanded the Navy destroyer has been relieved of his command because of the picture of him shooting that AR-15 off the bow of his ship with the scope on backwards? And then the Army and the Marine Corps made such fun of it that it was given the Navy such a bad name. They actually took his command away from his destroyer because of that picture with him having that scope on backwards on his. I see. To me, how could you even mount that backwards? You would think that only mounts one ways. You know, like the Claymore mine that says this side towards enemy. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I pickle and peanut butter. Sorry to hear that.
I've seen all kinds of stuff. I've seen people put the mufflers on the Teslas backwards. It's just nuts.
Ouch, Jim. That wasn't good either.
I watched another one. Some female Navy higher officer. She wasn't a top commander or whatever. They set up Wi-Fi on their battle cruiser or whatever on their boat only for the officers and charged, sports betting and things like that. And they all got themselves.
Howdy, Moon. We've been having a lot of law enforcement officers around here getting arrested lately. We had our narcotics.
Not all scopes are the same diameter at each end.
Well, thank you, Moon. Much appreciated. Yeah, James. My sister's been telling me that, but you can have some of our rain. Today was the first day that Denise and I haven't had rain in probably a few weeks. There you go. Nick says it's raining right now and it's cold outside. Angie and Rick, did I send you guys my phone number? If not, I'll put that in a Facebook PM.
People are getting arrested everywhere. It's just the news is so much better. You hear about it instantly.
Yes, I agree, Zach. 20, 30 years ago, before you had 300 channels, you didn't hear about something that happened in Wisconsin or something,
Well, I mean, you didn't.
A lot of them are different, Shannon. I got 4 or 5 scopes where the rear reticle is only half the size of the front of the scope. So,
I mean, it's just like I'm California, you're Florida. Bill's nearly splitting the difference. You go down the chat here. We probably have someone from almost every state in the union. And
if not, at least every region.
Oh, definitely every region.
Here's Miss Diana. I know everybody said hi to Miss Diana, but I just saw her. Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you. Shannon, we haven't settled the first one yet, Shannon. Yeah, see, that's the one thing one thing I've never found yet, Bill, is I do not have a gold ring with a real diamond in it. I found a couple rings with stones, one with a big, beautiful black onyx in it that had many diamonds around it, but they turned out to be CZ. So I'm still looking for my first gold diamond ring.
Well, Pickle and Peanut Butter is going to be looking for their wedding ring because they went detecting and didn't find anything but lost their wedding ring. So.
Oh, who did?
Pickle and Peanut Butter.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you guys get get some people out there to find that.
I think Pickle and Peanut Butter is Stickman's second channel.
Oh, okay.
I could be
Even
wrong.
backbreaking. They're coming, Jim. We're gonna be making. She's making them this month, Jim.
Very soon.
Very soon, she said. There you go. You just heard it. You just heard it from the cook's mouth, the baker's mouth.
We won't forget you.
Yep, she says we won't forget you. Oh, and just for the update, I haven't lost a coin.
Huh?
Everybody's asking if I've lost Jim's real. Thank you, James Eller. Much appreciated.
Did you lose it?
No, it's right here.
What, the real? No, it's right there.
Prove it.
I just showed it. The one Jim Steele sent me. It's right there.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, Nick Monar said he picked up a box of toonies to do. Boy, Canada has some pretty coins.
Yeah, those colored toonies are so neat.
Yep. Ah, there you go. All Things Country said it's a pick rail. So the scope mounts the way you want to do it. So that's how it could be.
Now Mercury's jumping on the gooey train.
Wow, she said you also had an attorney general get arrested. There was a lot of cops and teachers getting arrested. There's Rick. Nick, I don't know. I've got my ass kicked by Mallyman twice, so I really don't know if I want to get my ass kicked in Canada too. 104 in Central California. Are you that hot, Zach?
We're 108 today.
Wow.
It drops this next week, but it's still low hundreds.
Oh my God, Captain Vic, that would have to be a pain. Yeah, that's the way that happens, Pickle. Here's Mr. Gregory Gibson. He's in West Virginia.
Hi, She-Devil.
Okay, I just saw
Diana,
that video.
I hope you're safe.
Hey, Rob, I just looked at that video, and yeah, he does have it mounted backwards. Even though it's a larger reticle with an eyepiece at the rear, he's got that mounted forward, so he has it on backwards.
Yeah, and they took his command away from him for that, Bill.
Can you blame him?
No, but
I mean,
did one of his men on the ship do that intentionally to embarrass him, or did he put that on there himself?
No, what probably happened is one of his Goombas put it on there, and he grabbed it, told him how stupid they were for putting it on backwards, and then shot it anyway because it was just for a video real quick. Or he didn't know it was going to be for a video. They were just playing, and it wound up online and ruined his career.
Oh, I'm sure he'll probably get an administrative job or maybe a Pentagon position, desk job. But
he'll quietly
he may not command a ship again.
He will not.
Rob, Amanda Just Chillin' became a member.
Thank you, Miss Amanda. That is so kind of you. Thank you very much, Miss Amanda.
All the way through Sky. Yeah, I mean, but you look at some of it seems to me that about every 3 or 4 months we hear of another Navy commander losing command of a giant battleship or something.
Howdy, Danny. She-Devil.
For some reason or another.
Well, the article did say that they replaced him with a female captain. So there is, because a commander is the rank right below captain, but obviously when you captain a ship, you're called the captain, but his rank was commander. Well, the person they replaced him with was an actual full captain, and so you now have a female captain commanding a warship in basically a hostile section of the world, which I just think is so cool.
Oh,
hey, Three Sky Warrior, he had a
Other
couple nice
countries
comments.
been doing that for years, so.
Yeah, Mark says, I doubt he put it on. Good evening, T-Rep.
Hi, Fairy Dust.
Good evening, Miss Bernay. Thank you, Mr. Jeremy. Okay, now that I'm actually caught up, Mr. Zach, I am at 10:27, which is the same time it is here.
Yeah, Johnny. You're about 3 hours ahead by my clock.
Yes.
Yep.
So anyway, I want to make this announcement. I'm going to make it tonight, and I'm going to make it tomorrow. There's been maybe between 6 and a dozen, 6 to 12 folks that have emailed me on my FL Thunder email, asking me if I know of anybody that's got a detector for sale real cheap, or anybody that's getting away a detector, because they're not doing, they don't have the extra cash for detector, but they'd like to either start metal detecting or getting back into metal detecting, or their detector broke and they can't afford a really expensive one. Guys, a subscriber and friend of the channel just sold me a very good detector at a very good price, so that is being shipped to me. So since I'm not the kind of person that needs 10 detectors hanging up in the garage, I am selling my original MindLab 705, my original first detector that I paid $800 for. It also, when I bought it, the deal I got, it came with the gold sniping coil, the small 8-inch or 6-inch coil. That coil normally ran $210. So I am selling the machine with the original box and the second coil that was $210. I'm selling that all for $100 plus whatever the shipping is to somebody. So for those 6 to 12 people that have contacted me, if any of you are in the stream today, please send me an email and let me know if you're interested. I would like to make it one of those 7 or 8 or 9 people that have contacted me asking me if I know of a good detector, inexpensive. I want to sell it to somebody. I'm only asking $100 with the machine and two coils with it. Great machine. I found my first gold ring with it, my first silver dimes, my first buffalo. All my first were with that machine. Yes, sir, Mr. Jackson.
I would like for you to clarify something. Of those first people who asked you for the discount machine, or if you knew where any good machines are at a reasonable price, do you have their names saved? And two,
I do. I will be going back through those names, and I will be contacting them.
The announcement today and tomorrow, how are you working who gets it? Are you going to enter the names of the people who want to buy it into a race and let the race decide the winner? Or are you going first come, first serve? Because of those people.
No, I will probably do it offline if I do the pick and choose. If there's 5 or 6 people that would like it, I'm not here to embarrass anybody, Zach. I'm not here to. Right.
But you are going to get some kind of random picker out of the.
I will probably do a random picker, but I'll probably do it offline. And if it just turns out to be one person, then I'll send it to that one person. But if there are 6 or 7 people that are interested in a good quality metal detector for $100 with 2 coils, send me an email, and yes, Zach, I was looking for a certain email for the lady at the museum, and so I was rereading a lot of my older emails from 2023 and early 24.
John Finders Keepers,
and I saw a few of those. So,
yeah, I'm just interjecting that some kind of a pre-established set of rules need to go in place, because since you said you're selling a 700 for $100 now plus shipping, you're going to have 30.
No, not a 700, a 705. My original MindLab 705.
Oh, it's a 705.
No, it's a difference. It's a difference. MindLab 700 brand new machine. Yeah,
big difference.
The 705 was MindLab's $800 machine before the Knox came out and replaced it. It's the MindLab Xterra 705, which is different than the Xterra now. It's the original MindLab Xterra 705.
Okay.
And if you want to find a picture of one, go to eBay. They have them on there, and you can see what a MindLab Xterra 705 looks like.
MindLab still sells it. They still have some of the original ones in stock, but I can't remember if they're $4.99 or $5.99 now. They've lowered them $200 since the 6 and 8 and the 7 and 9 come out. But
Finders Keepers has it exactly right. I don't know.
I appreciate your help, sir.
I'm like, oh, does it beep? Yeah, it must be a good one.
I have a Panky detector for sale. See, now I don't know. It says LOL, so okay, I don't know if that's real or not. Good evening, Jared Flying Arrow.
Anything coming from Mark with Panky in the sentence, I would have to worry if he's got a hanky worked in there somewhere.
Yeah, all things country, I'm pretty good at embarrassing myself too. So, no, not just you, Jeremy. You're not the only one that's got 10 detectors hanging up.
He doesn't have 10. He's got 28.
Holy crap! I didn't know he had that many.
He could finance the stream with detectors. We could give one away a week for half of a year, and he would still have some left.
Yeah, and he could do like Maryland, supply an entire kids' school and teach them how to detect, and every kid could get their own detector.
He could
So
run a side.
I wasn't even thinking of you, Jerry, because you're right. I didn't realize you had that many. I knew you had about a dozen, but I was thinking of Bill. Bill's got several. Merrill's got several. Curly's got a crap load. I don't know how many Marty has. I know Merrill's got like 16 or 18. I know Lou's got about a dozen.
Yeah, but 28 Carolinas could run a Saturday weekend of a detecting class. You just pay the entrance fee. He'll bring you a detector or two. 28's crazy, Carolina.
No, I'm down to only 6 detectors, Rob. So
Okay. I said a few. I knew you weren't in the dozen range. Finders Keeper says it's hard enough to learn one, let alone 28. I agree completely, Finders. Hey, when I switched back to when Blind Shane came down here, I gave him my 800 to use on the beach, and so I took my 705, and I just turned it on and put it in the first setting it was because I couldn't even remember how to get to the beach setting. But we still both found plenty of stuff that night. Zach, I'm watching all these children walk around behind you. It's like there's a small tribe in your house.
They're combative too.
They're combative too.
do you give them sharp, pointed things they could hurt themselves with?
I don't give them anything. If they want to sharpen a stick to up their advantage, they need to sharpen their own.
That's right. It's Lord of the Flies over there, Bill.
Are you kidding? The little one that just walked by.
I'm sorry, Loretta.
Is the meanest one of the bunch.
Loretta's got a 440 that's on the fritz. That sucks. I'm sorry.
No, I do not, Angie. I've thought about getting one of those, but I decided to get another Knox. I got a chance to buy another Knox at a great deal, and since I know the Knox very well, I'm not going to say like the back of my hand. Dalton knows it better than I do, but I decided to get a backup Knox. So once I sell my original 705 MindLab 705, I will have 3 Knoxes, and that's all I need. That's all I'll need for the next couple of years.
That is correct, all things.
That's right, Gregory. That's exactly right. You can only use one at a time. That is exactly right. But, Gene, We Dig It Gene was here in Tampa with his whole family for a conference for Baptist ministers. So he flew up from the
No, Diana,
Islands.
705 is not better than the 800.
No. So Gene and I and his son were his oldest son, Gene Jr., were supposed to go out. So I brought all 3 of my detectors over, and I was going to give them to the Mind Labs, and I was going to use my older 705. But when I showed up, Gene Jr. wasn't feeling good, so it just turned out to be me and Gene Sr. And then Troy met us, so all 3 of us were using a Knox. And Gene uses a Knox, so he I had no problem letting Gene use it. He knows it like the back of his hand. But that's the nice thing, guys. If you have 2 or 3 machines and somebody flies down to come visit you, and they don't have their detector with them, like Gene did, he flew here without his detector. You have a machine that you can lend your friend or another detector to go detecting with you. Yeah, same thing with me, Jared. My hip issue is getting to the point where I'm not detecting as much as I'd like to, and it's ticking me off, Jared. There you go. I'm lucky to have a stick, some wire, and 2 batteries, Mystic says.
Ski Searcher, hello.
Good evening, Ski Searcher. Oh, Pickle says my 6-year-old Lou says hi to everyone. Hello, Lou.
Angie.
Oh, Zach lives in the human aquarium. I love it. That's a great comment, country.
I messed up one day, and my dog went off at the door, so I had to go answer my door. I remembered to mute my mic, but I didn't turn off my cam, and I wound up talking to somebody for about 5 minutes. I forget what stream it was on, and I came back in, and the whole chat was going on about what could be seen in my background while I'm going on. And somebody made the comment. They're like, "What are we watching? Zaxton's Fishbowl?" Somebody said, "Yeah."
So that's where that came from.
I don't even know if
Actually, Zach, the ones at the dining room table are being very good. Good evening, two brothers, treasures,
Hi, two brothers.
Welcome to the stream.
give them something that has a battery life and Wi-Fi, and they'll leave you alone.
Hey, Phil Leo. Good evening, Leanne.
Scott McClory has great
There you go,
advice
Jay.
here.
There you go. Good idea, Scott McClory. Good idea.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if there's actually a Facebook page, then that's going to be a continued question and answer help. Even if you don't ask anything, just reading what people have already asked you probably fix it.
See, that's hilarious, Angie. It did really good at finding wet sand. And I'll be honest with you guys, the reason I bought the MindLab 800 when it came out, considering that the AT Pro, the Garrett AT Pro was already out and it was waterproof, is when I watched some videos, some of the guys said it's great in freshwater and rivers and lakes, but that when you get it in saltwater, if you get that black sand that's got magnetic, it's very chirpy, and you have to really, really calculate it to keep it from being chirpy. And I didn't want a chirpy machine, and you kept hearing that you got these special settings for the MindLab in saltwater. And guys, when you're in the saltwater, 4 or 5 feet deep in the saltwater at the Knox, it is as quiet as a church mouse. That saltwater doesn't affect it. When you're in beach 2 in the water mode, and you balance it before you get in there. It's just as quiet as can be.
Not everybody has saltwater, warm water beaches where they can go 5 feet deep without getting ripped away by a tide, let alone a beach period. But
I survived. Lost my sunglasses, but I survived.
Your riptides aren't bad down there?
Not really on our side.
Not really on our side. Clearwater Beach isn't really known for them. There's a couple sections. Every now and then, one of the beaches down by St. Pete Beach, you'll hear about a riptide. And then south of the Skyway, when you go through our 2 counties, Denise and I, and then the next county, which is Clearwater Beach, and you go down 19, which is the highway parallel to the coastline, you go over the big, huge Sun Skyway, which is our version of the San Francisco Bay Bridge. When you go down there to Sarasota and Venice and all those areas down there, ritzy areas, they have some down there, but we don't have as many on this side as they do on the East Coast where the ocean is. The ocean where they have a lot bigger waves, they have more than we have, and they have more shark problems. Because somebody asked me in that night video when I was up to my neck in the water at 2 o'clock in the morning, weren't you worried about sharks? Sharks on this side are a pretty rare thing. I'm not saying I didn't have my head on a swivel out there, but down here in Melbourne Beach, the riptides move pretty good. Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's a different area than us.
Two Bros is also saying his AT Pro doesn't do very good by the water.
Yeah, they just don't like the salt water. Beard, couldn't agree with you more, sir. But yet, somebody up here just said, if I use my Finders, just said if I use my Deus 2 for any period of time, the Manicores squeak again for a few hours. Absolutely. And guys, that's why I've stuck to all MindLab machines, because at least there's some semblance of the same. Like if I was to go out and get an Xterra Pro or Vanquish, it's the control pod is very similar to the same one on the Knox. And I'm sure the Garretts are the same, and I'm sure the Noctas are the same.
Hi, Jason.
Yeah.
So Just had a mosquito fly by. But good evening, Ski Search. Oh, I like all the pirate flags. Football season kicks off in earnest tomorrow.
Best one for the salt. Any waterproof multi-frequency, too, brothers.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, Finders, I agree. Every machine I've had, mosquito, you're going to die. I've had.
Yes, Philia, it does. It's got a beach mode for that.
It is like a second job, Jeremy. Thank you very much. I put a lot of hours in this, guys. I spent a lot of time today. I've got a Shane, who is the administrator for Monday Digs, Ohio River History. This video that we're publishing Monday on Monday Digs is a find by Troy that is so spectacular that a museum has said that they would be interested in taking it. So I've asked Shane for an extra 5 minutes, so Shane is giving me a 20-minute segment for Monday. Most of the video will feature this one find. There's numerous other finds too, but this one finds the main focus of the video. So see, Diana, I'm not. The dais doesn't, because just like Finder said, get past the build quality issues. Every Knox I've had has gotten wet, so I've had to have them replaced. Except for the current one that's under warranty right now. That 600 is done very well. I've had that in the water more than any other Knox I've had, and it is just done perfect. So maybe Finders, they've got the control quality issue a little better with these latest.
Well, according to MineLab's website, they have got that under control in the 6 and 800.
Well,
they fixed
that 600 is doing very well for me. But I will tell you this, guys, the day after the warranty is up, that machine's not going in the water again. Because I know a guy who had a 600 and he kept using it in the water after warranty, and then one day it got wet.
Prospector Jason E. Miner, hello.
Good evening, Jason. Phil Leo, Human Aquarium is hilarious. He does live in a zoo, Danny. He needs one of those fishbowl lens. It's not really the wet sand, Phil. It's the wet sand if it's got. How do I phrase this, Bill? If it's like magnetic or got the black sand.
Yeah, it's salt. Salt too. Salt interferes with a detector. That's why they have salt mode or ground balance for salt. Because you talk to people that live in Utah near like the salt flats that detect, even with the best machines, they get about 6 inches into the ground and not much deeper because there's so much salt.
Yeah, Nick, and I'll tell you, Nick, what I did was I found a lake up in Georgia that I found out I could detect that, even though it was in a federal park. I checked with the ranger at the front gate, and he looked up the rules and said, you most certainly can, as long as you're in the public areas. So I took the MineLab 705, and, obviously almost every coil and every machine is waterproof. So I could put it all the way up the shaft until the control box, which is about 2.5, 3 feet. So, I had the coil in the water about 1 foot to 2 feet at this lake. And it was the first time I'd ever been in the water with a metal detector, and I found my first nickel, my first quarter, and, I really couldn't go that deep. But let me tell you, it was just, me personally, it's a very exciting feeling finding coins underwater. It literally is like treasure hunting. Digging in the dirt's fun, guys, but just pulling treasure out of, underneath the sand in the sea or a lake, it's like finding buried treasure.
Or anywhere.
Yeah.
I know I got my second silver this year.
Guys, 403 prospectors here. First off, welcome to the chat, 403. Just so y'all know, I'm co-hosting an interview with Todd Hoffman from Gold Rush on Tuesday. Now, for you folks that aren't Gold Rush people or aren't gold prospecting people, Todd Hoffman is one of the, I guess you could say, reality stars. He's the main character on the Gold Rush show on the History Channel. That is a prime time, big time show, and he runs one of the main gold collecting crews. I believe they're still up in Alaska. I know one year they went to Brazil or something, but I believe they're up in Alaska. And he's a big bearded guy. He runs it with his dad and a crew of really 4 or 5 good guys that have been with him for years. So, yeah, that's 403. That's a huge get, sir. Congratulations. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. Tuesday, 6 Pacific, 7. I forget what the 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Eastern, it says.
Well, unfortunately, 403, that's exactly the time Bill and I come on Tuesday night on Bill's stream. But I will definitely watch that afterwards. So, folks, if you're into the gold prospecting community or you're familiar with the Gold Rush show on History Channel, please check out 403 Prospectors stream. That's folks, that's a huge guest. They don't really get any bigger than that, folks.
Yeah, I remember the first couple of years, Hoffman had a rough time.
Oh yeah, they the first couple of years they were having trouble breaking even. They bought all the old used equipment that kept breaking down. And then Freddie Dodge came along, and Freddie really gave them a lot of pointers and helped them out. And if you guys aren't familiar with the name Freddie Dodge and his family have been gold detecting for 30, 40, 50 years. And Miss Gypsy Jules from her channel, I believe her first real name is Michelle. Folks, she knows Freddie, and being in the metal detecting community, somehow she got hooked up with Freddie, and Gypsy Jules is in an episode of Gold Rush with Freddie Dodge. And she used her metal detector in Freddie's show to see if they could find some gold in some tailings and some test dirt that they did. So Gypsy Jules, guys, a member of our own community who I've hunted with and who's come in as a guest a couple times. I've been a guest on her Treasure Talk show. She's been on Gold Rush. Now the producers of Gold Rush or some of the showrunners of Gold Rush from the History Channel, they have approached Brad from Green Mountain Metal Detecting, wanting him to do a show, and he has declined that because he doesn't want to lose control of the show. But guys, if you watch Brad from Green Mountain Metal Detecting, you'll see that the format he does his weekly metal detecting video is in the format of a TV show. You could take any one of Brad's videos and put that into a 30-minute show with 12-minute commercials and break that down to an 18-episode TV episode. If you guys are familiar with KG and Ringy, that used to have the metal detecting show on cable for years, Brad could do the exact same thing. He's not goofy and joking around like those guys are. Brad's a serious guy, but the quality of his finds and the quality of his video and his editing and his camera equipment is just tops, guys. I admit it, guys. I'm a huge fanboy of Brad, okay?
Yeah, you've had a man crush on him for a long time.
I've had a man crush on him for a long time, Bill. There's two guys I've got man crushes on that I think are cool guys. Brad's one of them, and you can't go wrong with this one. Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. I think he's got the coolest guy. He is just flat out the coolest guy on the planet, okay? I know, look at two brothers going, what? I know, it's just a huge get, two brothers. That's true, Jerry. I know I'm so short that I'm in such shallow water up to my neck. The sharks can't swim in that shallow water. That's why I'm okay, Jared or Jeremy. Bill, can you answer to that question? Have you ever tried it?
I I haven't, but I know it does because it's got beach mode and it's got you can ground and balance it for salt, so it should be fine in the water. Even though
Mark,
multi-frequency is probably just a wee bit better.
see, Mark says I don't have to worry about that. No salt water in Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, I guess not, Mark. And Bill asked, Bill, is the Xterra Pro multi-frequency?
It has 4 frequencies, but only runs one at a time.
So it is multi, but not simultaneous multi.
Not multi.
Look at Rob. Look at Rob sounding all official here.
They're not simultaneous. Yeah, Team Lynch used one. Dig and SoCal used.
Now, Beard, do you guys have a Manicore? You or Risha?
Yeah,
do you
see,
guys?
Dig and SoCal says right there. The Pro does decent in the salt water, but the Elite is even better.
There you
That's
go.
the difference. The simultaneous multi-frequency Elite does better. It's the big brother now.
Good evening,
great
Rocky Mountain
price.
Brad. Graham McKelly says I work out 6 to 8 hours a day onto my channel. I'm not quite with that there, Graham McKelly, but I probably will be putting in more time now to do all the extra stuff.
Well, Angie, you can go into your settings on the Xterra Pro. You don't have to pump a ground balance. You can set it for automatic or go in and change the number and ground it to 0 for everything if you want to. So.
Phil, yeah, we can talk about this, guys. Now that I've mentioned it, this Monday Digs video coming up, guys, has Troy finds an artifact or a relic that I actually consider an artifact. We believe it's from the 1850s to the 1870s. That's what the assistant curator of St. Pete Historical Museum believes. She had never seen one before. But what I did is I went to 5 antique stores in St. Pete, downtown St. Pete, antique stores that have been there for decades. And I took this item into them, and nobody had ever seen one before. Nobody could tell me anything about it. And then basically one of them said, you need to take it to the St. Pete History Museum. And that's where I took it. And the assistant curator or the assistant managing director there of the archives, she knew about it. And she said, when you come back down with it, when you and Troy come back down with it, I will have the managing director of the museum here, and he will even be able to tell you more about it. Fortunately, guys, I did find initials on a section of this item.
Yes, Phil, you got that right.
I've been able to identify the maker, and that's narrowed down the time some. But guys, I have scoured, and I'm not kidding here, thousands of pictures on the internet and Google, and I cannot find this exact same item on Google anywhere. Hey, D.
Yeah,
Go ahead and move that item for me, please.
sure.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
You're welcome, Phil. Well, now it's the Zach and Bill show.
I'm back. Thank you. Angie says, question, in freshwater, should I use beach mode or the park mode?
Doesn't matter in fresh water. Won't affect it.
Do you know what machine she has, Bill?
Xterra Pro.
Okay. Because on the Knox, Angie, I stay in park mode for everything on the ground. I stay in park 1. If I'm in the dry sand or at the edge of the wet sand, I stay in beach 1. As soon as I put the coil under the water, I go to beach 2. Because if you forget and leave it in beach 1 while you're in deep water, it will make a little bit of chattering noise. But then again, guys, I have forgotten to switch modes, and I have hunted a beach for an hour and a half.
Yeah, but Rob, you're hunting salted water too. She's not.
Oh, okay, okay.
She's at fresh water, not salt
Okay.
water.
Yes, it does, Moon. That is for sure. There's a guy linked, guys, to Two Brothers Magnet Fishing. Okay, I see, Bill. That's what you were typing. Or Phil.
Yeah, you're right, Diana.
Wait, I didn't read that one fast enough.
403. Bill and I may not be able to make it live, but I guarantee you, I will watch that on playback.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Manly Dirt Fishing.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome, Rob MDF, mainly dirt fishing. Guys, Rob just sent me a text. Can you share this on your live, please? Most certainly, Rob, and I'm going to read this. Okay, this is going to be a blast, guys. You can make new friends, detect a historic fairgrounds with 185 years of fairs, concerts, and races. The group event will be on September 28th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Admission is $50 for one day and includes a meal with a soda, water, or juice. Kids up to 15 years old get in for free. There will be giveaways, prizes, 50-50 raffle. You can use shovels or hand diggles, be professional, and most importantly, have fun and make friends. This is sponsored by Rob's channel, mainly metal detectors and accessories. Well, Rob is a licensed, authorized dealer for several brands, guys. He does sell metal detectors. So he's sponsoring
he just
it.
became a member.
Well, thank you, Rob.
Teacher?
He's raising money for the future diggers of our hobby. You know, guys, Rob's giving away a lot of kids' detectors. I won one of them. And Rob, I just found the video
Pick me.
of me opening up the kids' detector I won from your channel. What?
Where?
I'm getting to that, sir. It's a long text.
She's laughing.
And he just gave you $10 super chat.
Thank you, Rob. He says, I have a digger I designed and autographed by Quarter Hoarder and Aqua Chigger. Wow. I'll be raffling that off also. Proceeds raised will buy children metal detectors, which I'll be giving away on my YouTube lives. If interested in going, you can inbox myself or Betsy Lee. Payment can be made by advance to our PayPal channel or Cash App or his Venmo, which is in the pics. Or you can pay at the date of the event. The event is in Springfield, Maine, which makes sense because that's where mainly Rob Dirt Fishing is. Here's the information on his channel, guys. He sent it by my phone. Rob, you can put that link up. You can put your email link up, Rob, and put the link to the event or a link to this page.
If you can't, Rob, Relic Reaper, handle that for us. You're pretty quick at getting the links.
But he's raising all the funds to buy kids metal detecting, guys. I don't know if there's a metal detecting channel out there, guys, that gives away more kids detectors than Rob does. And I can verify that because I won one of them. I actually won back-to-back detectors from Rob in 2 straight raffles or races. And I told Rob to rerun the adult one because since I already had 3 adult detectors, I didn't want to take one from somebody that could use one. But I gave the child's detector to the 9 or 10-year-old son of a lady and her husband who let me detect their 1920 corner lot property, where I found quite a bit of finds, including my only trumpet or trombone brass mouthpiece, probably from the 20s or 30s, off a musical instrument. I did give that back to their son so he could take it to his Cub Scout meeting and show it off. So they allowed me to be on camera with their son and give him the detector. Rob, I just found all that footage. I will be posting that shortly as a video with exclusive first view for the new members. So thank you, Rob. But yep, you're guys, if I could get to New England, I would definitely go to that event.
Jay Paul says he got his detector from Manly. Flying Arrow won one of Manly's. And Manly just says he's also giving away an adult Nocta detector the day of the event.
Guys, freaking sound that guys, that's a great price. $50 is a great price, guys, especially with a small meal and a drink.
Small meal and a drink.
There you go. Andrew Rick got out. We had to stab some dirt and learn some stuff today. James has used his pulse dive. James, I've only used mine once. I had trouble when I was snorkeling with it, James. I had trouble snorkeling. Remember to breathe in and out of my snorkel because I was concentrating on the pulse dive. And then I realized I wasn't breathing. I'd have to keep coming out of the water. So I got to get used to that.
Good night, Scott.
Oh, don't. Scott's leaving. Anybody want to place bets on what place Scott comes in on the races tonight?
Oh, I don't know if Scott should do that.
Might leave that one on play on your nightstand.
Every time he leaves, he gets McCloried.
All right, so he says he's got one race in him, guys. All right, well, that was 10 minutes ago. Is Scott, can you hang on for 5 minutes?
He's still kind of here.
Okay.
He just said goodbye, but he'll probably hang out if he knows we're running.
All righty, guys. Let's make this for a silver coin and a channel sticker. All right, shuffle characters. Oh, I'm on the wrong page.
Remember, you guys,
Shuffle characters.
One channel per race. If you have more than one channel, and then let us know so we can pull it out. We want it to be fair.
Shuffle characters.
Oh,
And 3, 2, 1 for silver and a channel sticker.
Bad idea, says Manly's helped him bring 2 kids with detectors to Autism Tennessee. Very nice.
Backroad Hillbillies. Welcome.
Good evening, Backroad.
I would go for Bill. Face the Ace, hello.
Thank you, Manly Dirt Fishing. You
Good
just
to
get
see you.
5 memberships.
You gifted 5?
Thank you,
Face
Rob.
Ace.
Thank you very much. Guys, we're going to talk about 403 Prospector Stream just in a minute after this. I see a couple other comments after the race. We're going to.
Hi, Manly.
Angie, type in I never win. Works for me.
She came close last week, Bill.
I know. I
Yeah,
remember.
but we ain't playing horseshoes or hand grenades.
I
It wasn't
know.
good
I
enough.
know. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Actually, with the master list, Close does count for something. You never know. I think
Yeah.
we're-
It does, because we've had people in the 11th or 12th spot that have won. That's right.
Yep.
You are right, Zach.
Doesn't
All right,
work for
folks,
you,
30
Jim.
seconds. Hey,
The
I do
Duck Race
see
God there, Jim.
Angie and
Jim
Rick's name
Steele
up there,
was
though.
saying that.
They are the Strawberry Head Duck.
I'm rooting for Angie. I want to see her win.
Well, I'm sorry to say her duck just faded off the back of the page.
Yeah. But it could Make a rebound.
All righty, guys, 10 seconds. I see Iron Antler coming up there. Jim Steele's fading. Mally Man's there. Tin Man, Dow. But it's Melody Price. Boom, takes it up the line.
I didn't see any of them.
I don't believe we've seen Melody tonight.
I don't think we've seen any of those in the top 7.
If you can see your name, comment. We know Johnny Small Pepper's here, so we're looking for Melody Price, Tin Man, Mally Man, Texas Donna, NorCal, Dow, Uncle Beat, or David Carlisle. We know Johnny Small is here. You got the timer going?
Oh, got to start the timer. Thank you, sir.
If you are above Johnny Small Pepper in that list of winners, you need to comment within a minute. Otherwise, it goes to Johnny. So that would be Melody Price, Tin Man Magnet, Mally Man, Texas Donna, NorCal Digger, Dow, Uncle Beat, or David Carlisle. And I don't see any of them.
Yeah, let me look on the names, Zach.
Hello, Tails Told in the Dark.
Hello, Tails.
In the dark. Angie says I identify as Melody Price today.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man. No, man, I'm the dude.
Melody Price, Tin Man
I would
Magnet,
actually say Dave's not here.
Mally Man, Texas Donna, NorCal Digger, Dow, Uncle Beat, or David Carlisle.
If not, guys, it's going to go to Johnny Small Pepper in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congrats, Johnny.
Congrats, Johnny Small Pepper.
Congrats, Johnny. NorCal just said lurking.
That was after the beep.
It was after the beep, I think.
After the beep.
And Johnny wants to pass it on.
Johnny wants to pass it on. How you want to run that, Rob? You want to give it to NorCal since you showed up right after the beep, or you want to rerun it, or what do you want to do?
Well, since Johnny's given up, we'll do it to NorCal since he has been here lurking, and then we'll do another race in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
NorCal, you got it. Email Rob.
We've got coins here.
It was after the beep on our side, Tom. Got to remember, there's like a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
Face the Ace is here. Good evening, Face the Ace. But no worries. We'll get that to NorCal. Thank you, Johnny Small Pepper, for passing that along. Much appreciated, sir. Welcome to the chat.
If anybody doesn't know, Face the Ace does some neat explorers down in, I believe, Puerto Rico. A little bit different to look at. And then also, if you haven't gone to any of Johnny Small Pepper's lives, he has great lives with some decent inspirational talk or spoken truths. He does a good show.
I got to stop in one of his last week. I can't handle the peppers, but
we'll leave those to the pros.
Yeah, absolutely, Zach. I couldn't agree with that more. Good evening, Bart Cubbins. I know Bart's been here. Just saw his name, though.
Hi, Digologist.
But I did want to get back to 403 here. I just saw him leave a comment a few minutes ago.
The NS Odyssey. Whoa.
I think he's been gone for a while. I'm not sure.
I could have sworn it was like less than 5 minutes ago. He
says Allentown, Pennsylvania, not Puerto Rico. Sorry. A few miles different.
Yeah, they're close, Zach, you know?
It's all the same to me.
Yeah, Jay Paul, I'm not a hot pepper guy myself, sir. There you go. Don says his lives are awesome, Zach. Oh, my gosh. Mystic says we have 78 likes.
Nice.
I like hot food just because nobody else in the house does. No, I don't got to worry about them eating my food.
There you go, Bill. No, what 403 happened to mention before he left is that he says he should be having several people from the Gold Rush show or from Todd Hoffman's crew on during this upcoming winter. So that would be That would be awesome, guys. There you go. Digologist says, cool weather's on the way. Epic finds are coming on my channel. There you go, guys. You heard it right from the man himself.
Mystic Librarian is Puerto Rico. I don't know. I just thought Face was in Puerto Rico for some reason. Those good explorers, I can tell you that.
Thank you, Johnny. I just wrote down his channel name, Johnny. I'm going to be checking it out after the stream. So I'll tell you what, since he is coming highly recognized by everybody else, or highly recommended by everybody else, we have just added him as a moderator. And why isn't Backroad Hillbillies a moderator? Backroad, you just got added also. All right, so we just added those two.
Oh, Wendy's allergic to peppers. Sorry.
Did you see what you wrote? Chop shop.
Yeah.
You said to avoid getting kissed.
The sentence.
Oh, so that's what I need to do.
I didn't see nothing fly through the air. She must be in bed.
Wow, Johnny says Backroad and I go back to my original 50 subscribers. Well, I have two people that show up sometimes that are part of my first 50 to 100, and that is
Nathan?
Jim from MD Melbourne and Nathan from Dog is My Co-Pirate. Both of those are in my top 50.
How do you guys remember that?
Because they've been coming for 7 years. I've been talking to those guys.
Yeah, but you can't remember that you went into the kitchen to fill up your coffee because your coffee puts on the computer desk. How do you remember the first 50 subscribers?
Because your long-term memory lasts longer than your short-term memory.
You can't remember to drive in the right lane sometimes.
When Denise's mom was getting dementia and Alzheimer, she could tell you stories that happened in Ohio 20, 30, 40 years ago. But if you asked them what movie they saw yesterday, she couldn't remember. So your long-term memory stays in your brain a lot more than the short-term ones.
Yeah, my mom had dementia. Same.
There you go. Johnny says it perfect, Zach. All creators remember the ones that got us here. Johnny couldn't have said that better myself, sir.
So he said all creators.
It's a good thing I'm not a creator because I don't remember squat.
Okay, there you go, guys. Rob put the link up to his Mainly Dirt Day metal. I like that name too, Rob. Mainly Dirt Day. That's a catchy name, sir. Metal detecting event. Very cool. Guys, I got to meet I don't want to take any more shit about Denise getting me coffee. I just saw one of your kids pick up your mug to go get you something to drink.
There's a difference. They owe me.
That's what you have them for, right?
Be here, right?
That's what they are for, right? Good evening, Joe. Bad idea, lab. Yeah, see, he says truth, Johnny. And Face the Ace says, I'm ready to celebrate my 1K from my second channel. Wow, guys, I have a second channel and it has 26 subs.
Greg Diver, hello.
Good evening, Greg AU.
You diver, hello.
Well, you ought to rename your second channel to Tesla Muffler Inspector. You might get more.
I'd be thrown out of the EV community, Bill. I'd be thrown out if they even knew that story, Bill, okay?
You'd be thrown out if they ever came over and watched your first channel. They'd be like, wait a minute. This guy drives a Mercedes and a Toyota pickup, which are world-renowned for being indestructible and the worst gas mileage possible. Actually, the first gens weren't bad.
All right, hon. You could do what Zach's wife did and lean down and give him a kiss, and then Zach had to go off the air. But she's already in her night clothes.
We can tell. We see the reflection in your glasses.
Yeah, she'd crap if she knew that.
She's wise to that one.
If you were naked and people saw your reflection in my glasses. She goes, she don't want anybody to get sick. I won't get sick, honey.
Toyotas have horrible fuel mileage.
Yep.
Comparatively.
Nice,
Right
Digologist. We'll look forward to that one.
Right behind them is Nissan.
Nissan's pretty bad.
Yeah.
You give it to them all day long in reliability, but you don't go buy a Tundra or a Tacoma for the fuel mileage.
No.
No, but my sister worked for Toyota for 12 years as an executive, and she's pretty big on the reliability of Toyotas.
Let's go about the gas mileage.
Nissans too, but they get crappy gas mileage, like you said.
Well,
weren't that bad.
Bill, my Mercedes has a nice smooth running V6, but I can't say that it sips the gas because it only gets about 22 miles a gallon, which is about what the 4-cylinder Ranger got.
Digologist, if it makes you feel any better, that's probably better than a 6-cylinder 4Runner gets.
99% down on earnings. Wow.
Ouch. Ouch, Digologist. Ouch. 15. Crap.
I'm happy to get 15 in 4 of my cars.
Well, hell, my Frontier, it got like 15 around town, and I was lucky to get 19 or 20 on the highway. That was a little tailwind behind it.
My Land Cruiser, I'm feeling good when I'm getting 11.
Very cool, guys. Rob got a 1936 Mercedes sign and had it signed by the person he got it from Mainly Dirt Fishing. That's a good looking. Look at that. Look at that Flash Gordon rocket car there, folks. Very cool, Rob. Hey, Bill and Zach, just to throw this out there without saying anything, Grandma Kay got her shirt today. Zach's picture he sent me was freaking awesome.
Oh,
I got mine the other day. I haven't put it on yet.
Nope, I'm not putting mine
miles.
on. I'm not putting mine on until the day in question.
Yeah.
Zach, Diana wants to know, what do you think about the Santa Cruz?
keep the oil changed and check your oil often. Don't do it, Digologist.
Wow, Shannon says I have a 21-year-old Highlander that gets 31 miles a gallon. Wow, that's pretty. Highlander's a pretty big damn vehicle.
Not when they're that old. They were actually the smaller ones, but if you got the 6-cylinder, they had the big engines. They ran and drove really nice. I got one up to 450,000 before the lady crashed it.
Yeah, I had the last I had a 2001 Chevy Metro. Those things were great. Of course, they're a Suzuki, so with a Chevy badge on them, but got 45, 50 miles a gallon.
6.2, 590 horsepower. Yeah, that you can watch the gas gauge go down on that, Rob. Oh, Joe, that is awesome, sir. This is why I love doing these streams, guys. You guys make me laugh. Oh, that is great.
EPA mileage is 32, 22 city, much less if the engine.
Oh, that's great, Phil. That is just awesome too, Phil.
I had an old Studebaker Champion pickup with a flathead 6-cylinder, and on the freeway or in through town, it got 24 miles a gallon. I checked it all the time, and it was 24 miles a gallon.
Good evening, Mr. Lance McWillen.
Was that one of the ones where you put in 2 gallons of gas and 1 quart of oil every time, or daily?
Hardly ever had to put oil in it.
I know some of the old ones were real bad.
I had a Chevy 350.
Some were bad, yeah.
I had a Chevy 350 4x4 I built the weekend before we were going to go hunting, and it had an oil leak somewhere. That's something I didn't do together right, and I literally had to take 5 quarts of oil up to North Florida, and literally every 40 or 50 miles I had to stop and put another quart in.
Hi, Lance McMillan. No,
the good thing about it when it's leaking that bad is you don't even have to check it. You just pop the hood and pour a quart in there.
Yeah, and it just stays clean the whole trip. So, yeah, Shannon, that you and Rob mainly dirt fishing. I that's what he's got, the 2500 HD.
So do I.
Denise's dad had the Chevy 1500, and that thing loved gas too.
No, exactly. The
Nice,
bad
Rob.
thing about the old Studebakers, they had vacuum assist everything. The fuel pump ran off a vacuum. The windshield wipers ran off a vacuum. So you'd get up to speed and it'd be a downpour. You'd have to reach out the window and grab the damn wiper.
Yeah.
Wow. Marty says, I had an 82 pickup truck, finally had to replace the battery after 17 years. Well, Marty, you got your money out of that battery.
Yeah. I know you guys probably don't remember when they first came out with Mobile One. I bought a Ford Fairlane from a friend of mine. Great running car. He goes, it uses a quart about every 500 miles. I go, what are you running? Mobile One. Well, I switched back to Pennzoil and I never used a quart after that.
That's
know why, right?
Because you're never supposed to go back to regular oil after running synthetic.
It don't make a difference.
Fine.
Really? Don't matter. It don't matter, Zach?
No.
No, not only that, the first Mobile One was not full synthetic. It was half and half.
Well, Mercedes.
It was only
Mercedes. In the owner's guide, Mercedes wants you to only run Mobile One in that Mercedes.
Yeah, but you also have to remember. Bill was talking about oil use back when Mobile One first came out. Pennzoil was based off of paraffin wax. That's where the pin came from. Pennzoil was paraffin wax. It left a horrible deposit in your engine everywhere. But it wasn't a bad deposit because it was just wax. So if you were burning oil back in the old days, you ran Pennzoil because the wax would cut down on your oil consumption a lot.
Yeah. But like I said, not only that, back then Mobile One was 5-weight oil only, and all your motors ran on 30 weight. So during the summer,
Jim Steele, fill the oil and check the gas. That sounds right, Jim. Good luck with that, Rob. And I'm sure Rob knows that. If you guys know, the Hoover boys have most of the summer they've been going out on the boat to one of the rivers off Chesapeake Bay, and they've been hitting a lot of river crossings, guys. So the Hoover boys have been doing their summer videos with one of the guys who's got a small John boat. So good luck with that, Rob, because the Hoover boys have been extremely successful with that. Good evening, Venture.
No, the first American car that had used multi-grade oil was one model of a Pinto. I remember a friend of mine bought one, and he didn't read the manual, so he used straight 30 weight in it. Well, during the winter, the thing didn't want to start very good, and then he burned the cam out of it. Then he found out he's supposed to be running 1030 weight.
That is Mr. Zach's wonderful wife, Jim. Oh, look at that. Diana says she's got a John boat for sale. There you go, Rob. There you go, digologist. I can't keep getting a vehicle up around 300,000 miles, digologist. People just keep running into my vehicles. I'd still be driving Denise's dad's Mitsubishi Eclipse little sports car that he sold me years ago if that semi up in Alabama hadn't hit me.
Well, Rob, you here's the problem. You look like a pleasant older fellow, which usually equates to very good insurance. Hit him. Oh, I'm sorry. My $10 million Allstate policy will take care of all of us. What you need to do is put a big purple stripe in your hair, maybe even a green one with it, and look more degenerate. And then when people are sliding towards you, oh crap, he doesn't have insurance.
Yeah, because the last lady that from this accident hit me, she had state minimum insurance, which would have covered me fine, but she hit 3 other cars and she totaled 4 cars. So then they took her insurance and divided up by 4 of us, and
no, Phil,
that's where the problem started.
The Pinto did not run on methane.
That's exactly right, Joe. At least I didn't get rear-ended. Intake gasket not seated correctly will drink. Yep, there you go. And that's what I think that time when I had the 4-wheel drive that I didn't have one of the gaskets seated right, and that thing was just sucking oil. But anyway, enough car talk. Let's do a $2 bill. Let's do a $2 bill race. And we've got a couple new channels in here, so let's stop and get them in. Let's see if we've got Back Road here.
Hi, Hobo Rob.
Well, Rob, good evening.
Oh, I see a Pinot joke.
Sniping. What'd you get, Rob? Doing any good?
Gonna give away 2 of them, Jim. I don't know who the other one is. Let's play Angie wins one.
No.
We can try.
Well, Rob, I just checked, and we're 17 likes away from me having to give away something. So,
Wow, guys, let's get it up to 100, guys.
hey, wait a minute. Whose team are you on?
I'm on the subscribers team, Zach. Alrighty, guys, I've added those 3 new channels that have come in.
Come on, people. Hit that like. Let's cost Zach some money. Oh.
Absolutely.
Go for it. I don't think you can do it.
You heard it, people. Wow, Zach, you shouldn't have said that. We immediately got 9 more thumbs up. We're at 87 now, sir.
Thank you, everyone, but keep going.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's too bad, but it doesn't tell us who liked the stream as they liked it, so we could figure out the habitual non-likers. I forget. I'm sure Rob hasn't yet. Bill's over there hitting his like right now.
Oh, no, I was checking the YouTube from the StreamYard because I can't see.
Yeah, I made sure that I remembered to hit it, so.
People,
Guys,
go create a channel right now.
We've added those 3
Come back
names.
and give another like.
They will.
Hi, Ronnie. Well, if you got another channel, go to that one and log in. Hi, Torchy.
Evening, Torchy. Alrighty, guys, this is
Rocky
for
Mountain Prospector Brad Hayden. Hello.
Good
welcome.
evening, Brad. Brad's always in there. Torchy's always in there. Venture's always in there. Alrighty, guys. 3, 2, 1. This is for a $2 bill, guys. I got a nice, crisp new $2 bill here.
That's the only way I remember, Phil. I hit the thumbs up as I come in.
Yep. Diana says, is it a star note?
I don't think I have any $2 bill star notes left. Let me look. I'll tell you what. I've got $1 bill star notes, so they can have their choice. They can get a regular $2 bill, or they can get a $1 bill star note. Either choice. We're all about choices here.
You should reach out to Nick Molnar and see if you could trade for those colored toonies that he gets out of his toonie hunts. I know he probably keeps a lot of them, but the ones that are trash to him are still cool to us.
Absolutely. That's a very good idea, Zach. I would love to give away some colored toonies here. That'd be a cool gift. Thank you, Zach. See, guys, that's why we're here, guys. We're here to interact and share ideas. And Zach is always Zach's like having Park Rep Pat here. Pat's always got ideas.
Well, they may not always be good. They may be fun.
That's right. All right, guys. Let's see if we can find Angie here. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing Angie's duck. Ooh, we're seeing Menardo Rob with the Cossack hat on.
Come on,
Not seeing Angie right now is actually a good thing. She has a chance to come up in the fade.
That's true. And there's the fade. There comes Busby. There comes Martin Bishop.
Not going to hold it.
Here comes Sherry Lynn Martin. We haven't seen her in a while. B and Us flew back. Who's coming up? Is it going to be
T-Rep was in earlier, but I don't know if he's
here
here.
That is true.
All right, if you can see your name on the screen, let us know that you are here. We are looking for T-Reps Adventures, Adventures with Swifty, 100 Angels, Chris, Adventures with Lisa, Michigan, Squirrels Magnet Fishing, Maddie's, Olin Borden, or Dirt Clawed. If you see your name, announce that you are here.
Yeah, Patty was here earlier. Owen was here. Maddie was here.
T-Rep, I didn't see Maddie, but that don't mean much. Chat goes so fast.
Haven't seen Squirrels tonight. We haven't seen Swifty Man. I don't
No.
see T-Rep. Oh, we got to start the timer.
Who is Chris?
He's just a channel with the name Chris.
Okay.
It's not Chris Roberts. It's just another channel named Chris.
All right. We are looking for somebody in the top 10 here, or 9. T-Rep, Adventures with Swifty, 100 Angels, Chris, Adventures in Michigan with Lisa, Squirrel, Maddie's Nifty Creation, Owen Borden, Dirt Clog, Sherry Lynn Martin, Backbreaking Metal Detecting. If you are here at all, comment. I think Backbreaking's still here.
I just checked. I'm not seeing him. He could be here, but he hasn't made a comment because he's not showing up on the tag. So yeah, Backbreaking. If you're here, let us know.
Sherry Lynn Martin, have they been here?
No.
All right, what are we going to do? We're going to keep going down, or are we going to rerun that thing? Because we got a lot of names floating.
Oh, Finders Keepers. He was here earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him lately either. SC Sheldon, Coin Find, Fan, Finders Keepers. Are you guys here?
Wasn't.
I see Lance McMillan on there. Lance, are you here?
It
After
was
Lance,
earlier.
we'll go to last place. We'll start at the
He
bottom.
came in late.
Do you want to do that, Zach? You want to start from the bottom, see if somebody's here?
Let's make sure Lance isn't here. He was here. He was here a minute ago.
Yeah.
Lance, if you're here, speak up, sir.
We don't know who won, Rob. We're still hunting. Yeah, let's go DAL then. Lance is here.
Said, "Oh, I'm here."
Wow, Lance just got it in under the thing there because it was going to go to Miss Georgianne.
Georgianne, where'd you see that? I saw Shannon, but it doesn't matter. Lance is here.
Okay, Lance, do you want the $2 bill or the $1 star note?
We see you, Lance.
Congrats, Lance. What do you want, Lance? $2 bill or $1 star note?
Thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you very much. Wow, Jay Paul says we're up to 93, Zach.
$2 bill, he says.
$2 bill. Okay.
93 doesn't cut it.
Yep, I know. We need 7 more, guys.
Angie said, hopefully at least I beat Rick.
Congrats, Lance. Congrats on your 14th place finish. See, Angie, you have a chance. We went down to 14th.
Yeah, the other day she was in those top 14.
Kilroy was here. Remember that?
I believe that was from what was the war movie with Clint Eastwood?
It was from World War II.
Yes.
It wasn't just a movie. The guys would write Kilroy was here with somebody peeking over a fence, and it'd be shipped to Japan, Germany, whatever. They'd have a crate coming through with that on the side.
I don't know, Hobo Rob. I don't know if you want my Tesla stock right now, Rob. I'm going to be sitting on that for a little while.
Yeah, it kind of went up in flames like one of the trucks did the other day.
Ouch! Ouch! Damn, it's cold in here. All I mean, like freaking ice cold.
Well, it just kind of correlates, you know.
Wow, Grandma Kelly says somebody was asking me if $2 bills were real the other day. You know what, Grandma Kelly, you can go into some of these establishments with young kids. I've had young kids not want to take presidential dollars or Sacagaweas because they'd never seen them before. I've had ones not want to take $2 bills. I've had some even not want to take a $50 bill because they'd never seen a $50 bill.
I went into a store a couple of weeks ago, and I paid with 100. And the girl behind the counter, she had to look for the magnetic strip. Then she was looking for the hologram, and then she was trying to go with her black light or whatever. You know, she didn't know the trick about just sticking something on the blue ribbon. You know, no clue how to do a $100 bill. And the thing is, she's doing the same thing that I've heard of other people doing. They don't even really know what they're looking for. They're just pretending to look.
Yeah, Bill?
Hey, I knew it was going downhill years ago. This is like 20 years ago. I'm pulled through a Taco Bell drive-thru. I'm on my lunch break, and they had like 3 tacos for 88 cents or 3 burritos. So girl at the register was broke. It wasn't reading out what the change was. So I give her $1. I'm sitting there and waiting. There's people backing up behind me. I go, what's the matter? She goes, I'm trying to figure out the change. I go, it's 12 cents. She goes, I got to figure it out. And she's writing on paper. I'm going, 88 cents from 100 is 12.
I got better than that.
Then I said, can I see the manager? And she leaned out, and it said manager on her tag.
Oh, shit. That's pretty bad. I went through a drive-thru, and my total was like $10.17 or something like that. I almost never pay with change, but I didn't want to carry around $9 bills. So I handed her a 20 and 17 cents, and she took the money
and stared at it, right?
As confused as can be, and she had to turn around to one of the older ladies that was working there, and she explains it real quick, and the lady looks at her, you know, just as stupid as everybody else is looking at her, that, give him a $10 bill back.
I can't and you know what? They just assume you're telling the truth because they do it. And I'm like, ma'am, I just gave you $20.17. The bill's $10.17. You don't need to give me any change back. Just give me a $10 bill back. Because I've given them the full change, and the register they just put like the $20 bill in, so the register says you owe them $9.83. So even though you've given them the 17, they didn't punch that in. So they're still counting out $9.83, and they go, no, I just need a $10 bill.
Yeah.
Jim Steele says he can remember using $1,000 bills.
And Bad Idea says 500. Yep. Wasn't that long ago they took them out of circulation. Well, I mean, to you guys it was, but to us.
You know, the whole that not long ago is still before most of us existed.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there you go, Zach. See what Torchy's doing? I'm going to put in the mail tomorrow a colored toonie and a black rim toonie from when the Queen died. Thank you, Torchy, and I'll send you something. I'll send you something to swap those with. That's awesome. Thank you for the suggestion, Zach. Thank you very much, Miss Torchy.
That is nice, Torchy.
There she is. There's Miss Richa.
You're 20 minutes back, maybe 30.
Because I was looking back for 4 comment earlier before the race. Yes, I am 4 minutes, Mr. Zach. Calm down. Oh, look, some guy named Tesla Forever liked number 93.
Manley says he's 95.
There we go.
I still have not acquired a Star Note and change. I've seen other people's around here. I just haven't had the pleasure.
Kelly's Heroes, Captain Vic. The ATM gave me a $50 bill. Yeah, Wendy, there's actually an ATM that actually asked, do you want 20s or 50s? Wow, Captain Vic says, I've gotten Susan B. Anthony's as quarters in my change at the drive-thru. They have no clue. Well, their register is not going to balance at the end of the night, is it?
It probably will because they took it in as a quarter
registers
too.
don't have spots for $1 or 50 cents anymore. So They throw it in there and forget or don't realize what it is.
Well, Mandy, what we're talking about is that they're just not teaching that stuff anymore. Yeah, see what Diana says? Kids do get nervous. I have gotten one $500 bill when I was working for Disney. Great place to work, guys, but they are definitely a corporation. I don't care if it's Mickey Mouse or not. When we were negotiating a new contract for the security division, because we were union, the company gave us an offer. It wasn't a great offer. I mean, it was great for me as a new guy because I'd been there less than a year. But for the guys that had been there over 10 years, it was a crap contract. But Disney wanted it passed was. So they said if it passed on the first vote and the first vote only, every full-timer will get $1,000 cash bonus and every part-timer will get $500. Well, 3 days before that vote, Disney called me and said, we just made you full-time. So by 3 days, I qualified for that $1,000 bonus. So you can bet your ass I agreed for that new contract. So when I got my check, I went into my bank to cash it, and there was a brand new young teller there, and she said, "Sir, would you like a $500 bill? Somebody just brought one in." And my eyes were like as big as saucers, and I said, "Absolutely." And she handed me a 1934 $500 bill that I sold for $750.
Hey, Bart, I know you looked it up and the star note was only worth $1, but if you find somebody that has the other ones around that, and that will give them a sequential 10 notes, they'll pay more than $1 for it, believe me.
Shannon, that could go two different ways.
Yeah, see, that's true, Grandma Kay, except at the kind of places that Bill and Zach are talking about, which is fast food restaurants, convenience stores. Yeah, there's still a lot. There's more credit cards being used there, but that's one of the last bastions.
I don't care if it's on card transactions anyway. You're talking about basic fundamental math, commonly under 100, that every person in America should know because they have all been required to go to school. You're counting very low numbers here. We're not asking for multiplication or division or anything like that. I'll give them a break. But addition, subtraction here, it's worrying how little they know and how absolutely out of it they are without a.
Well, I used to worry about how kids are going to sign their name on contracts now. I mean, I know none of us hardly ever use checks anymore. I mean, I still have a checking account, but I can't remember the last check I wrote. But what happens for documents for your house? What happens for documents for a car? What happens for different documents? Well, I went to my bank Friday to get my loan for my truck, and she says, "Are you familiar with the DocuSign?" And I said, "Well, isn't that like where I just write my name with a pen on this little, clear pad and it transfers it?" And she said, "No, you don't even have to do that." She pulled the documents up on her computer, and the computer just does a facsimile signature based on because she scans my driver's license through the computer, and it just uses my facsimile driver's license signature, and it automatically put it on the paper, and I just had to click the box to verify that it was me. So yeah, they don't need to learn how to write cursive anymore. There you go. Joe says 2013 star notes from the Texas Mint are the twins I look for. There you go, Joe. Yeah, and Moon says, yeah, Moon's right. Fast food restaurants usually don't take 50s or 100s. Oh, no, Neil, I use cash all the time, Neil. Wow, Jim Steele says, I have a 34 $10 bill laying on my table and two 1935 silver certificates. I'll buy them from you, Jim. Yeah, I'd love that.
I'm sure you will.
No, over face value. I'd buy them over face value. Stickman's in the house. Yep, there you go, Shannon. My smart tone does all the legal stuff for me. Yep, there you go.
Rob, it's 11:46 your time.
Well, guys, let's do one last race because we've been on 2 hours now.
Hold on, Rob. I got this one. We will do the floating display cases again. I never got rid of the other ones, but if you guys aren't familiar, they're just the little black cases with the thin.
Zach,
thin
are they like this? I've had this sitting here for 3 weeks, Zach. Denise moved it. Oh.
Oh, it was right in front of you.
Are they like this, Zach?
No.
No, he's talking about the little cubes.
Oh, those. Okay, hang on. That's these. Hold on. I got one of those right here, too.
That's it, right, Zach?
Something like that?
Yes.
Okay. These are great, guys, for coin finds. This is my first 1,800 silver, guys. I put in one of these.
They work for the coin guys. They work for the detector guys. They work for the gold guys for a nugget.
Yeah, you can put a little. Yeah, you can put a little. You can put your best nugget in there. Absolutely. All righty, guys, for a small case on Mr. Zach.
It's going to be like a 4 or 6 pack or something like that. I don't know. I'll hash that out with whoever wins.
All righty, perfect, Zach. Thank you very much. All righty, guys, last race of the night.
Zach.
Let me pull up the duck race.
Thank you, everybody that became a member tonight. We appreciate that. It was.
Well, thank you, folks, so much. You guys have overwhelmed me, guys. I'm humbled. Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure, AU Diver.
All righty, guys, I've got that logged in. All righty, shuffle characters. Shuffle characters. And 3, 2, 1. And thank you again very much, Mr. Zach.
My pleasure.
Good duck, good duck, good duck.
Oh, and let's do the poll real quick. Have you overbroken one of your finds while cleaning it? 64% of Menardos said yes.
And I was one of those 64%.
I only said no because I don't have any fines.
So 113 people have come in and out tonight. Thank you all, 113 people, for participating in the poll tonight.
And we only got 94 likes.
Yeah, that means 19 people didn't leave likes. You know, folks, it's like Brian from I Dig Daytona says at the end of all his videos, folks, please leave me a like. They're free. Subscribe. It's free.
Well,
That is true, Rob. It is hard to break gold. Tom Kingery's letting Papa Sticky know he got his prize from today. I would like to thank Swifty Man. I got his prize in the mail today. Yeah, go for Bill. Like I said, I tried straightening Alex's first harmonica reed she got, and I snapped it right in half. So I don't mess with anybody's relics now. I just look at them and hand them right back to them.
Did you do it in front of him? You're like, oh, that's a little bent. Oh.
I did it right in front of her. I thought she was going to cry, Zach. It was her first one she'd ever found. I felt horrible, Zach.
That's very Menardo-ish. And
It is very Menardo-ish.
If somebody had told me that story without mentioning who, you would have been in the top contenders for my guess.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Moon. All righty, guys. There's a 19-second fade. All right, there's Keegan, Park Rat up there, Stu.
Hello,
PAPAROUS is coming up. Mona. Magna Man.
No, I'm slowing down.
Backroad's coming up. So is NorCal again. Is NorCal still here? He was a little slow to answer last time. NorCal, you here?
Happy Bears was here, I think.
Mona,
Lance is here.
Happy Bears.
Bart Cummins was here.
Backroad Hillbillies. Lance
Backroad was here.
Gentleman or
Yep.
Wallace. If you can see your name on the screen.
Hi, NorCal. Still lurking, he says.
NorCal coming.
Boom. There you go, Zach.
Well, NorCal needs to email me this time because last time NorCal didn't email me or respond when I emailed him. He went
There
on
you
the
go,
last time.
NorCal.
Congrats, NorCal.
Hi there,
I
Yodi.
him 2 weeks ago. Email me, NorCal. I put it up there. I'm zackson@gmail.com.
Congrats, NorCal.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we've been on 2 hours and 10 minutes now, so I'd like to thank Mr. Zach. Thank you very much for that prize. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Zach and Bill, for signing up as members. Bill, thank you for the five membership donation. Thank you all
Welcome,
also
Rob.
for doing that, folks. I know there's probably over 20 of you in here already tonight that have signed up. Thank you so much. We're going to be doing some special things for the first 50 or 100 people that sign up. So just more goodies to come, guys.
Whoa.
But folks, we will see you good people at 9. We have to do the big announcement, Bill. And Zach, I think Zach knows this, but everybody, Mr. Charlie is returning next Saturday night, guys. A week from today, Mr. Charlie has gotten his huge project done that was thrust upon him. He is tired as hell. He's worn out, but that project is completed. He has put it behind him. And guys, he is coming back next Saturday. And I am just going to say this with Mr. Zach and Mr. Bill here. They will be here co-hosting with me next week with Mr. Charlie Turning. You do not want to miss the first 10 to 15 minutes of this stream. You do not. Yes, Tom Kingery, he made parole and he's going to be back, and we are going to have a welcoming committee for Mr. Charlie next week. And
Yep.
you folks do not want to miss the first 10 minutes of this stream. I guarantee it. You will regret missing the first 10 minutes of this stream. So we will see you folks tomorrow morning for Bill and I, and we will have some more duck races and some more fun times, and we'll make a couple more announcements tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for being here. See you all tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Don't forget, Rob has members. Sign up if you want.
Thank you, Zach. All righty, guys. See you later.